What's goody YTBC? What's good, man? Fuck all that, man. Fuck the intro, man. Let me get into this video right quick. You know what I mean? This a response to what's his name? Strictly Boxing News. You know what I mean? I peeped he made a video trying to say that you check it like he debunked me. Or when I said I debunked him because I had already made some response videos when he said Floyd Mayweather hasn't beaten 23 world champions. He's only beaten title holders, right? Okay, so you know, I guess he got vexed because he, in his comment section, somebody came at him and blazed pure fire at this man, you know what I'm saying, and really called him out, you know what I mean. He said, he has some choice words. That ain't my steez, you know what I'm saying, but maybe Strictly Boxing News vexed because I'd agreed with the man, because even though the dude might have said, use some choice words, he did speak the truth, you know what I mean. Okay, yo, I should have done this on the real in the first videos I did, but I was just going straight off the top, you know what I mean. So I'm about to show you here clear evidence. You look at Boxrex every day, right? That's what we do here on the YTBC, you know what I'm saying. Boxrex is a great source, right? Now look at that. Read right there. Everybody looking at this, including Strictly Boxing. Read that. Professional record. Has a record of 26-0, 10 KOs in world title fights, all right? Has a record of 23-0 with 9 KOs in lineal fights, okay? He has a record of 24-0 and 7-0 and 7 KOs against former or current world titleists. Now read right, world titleists. Read right there. Read all them names right there, from Gennaro Hernandez to Gregorio Vargas, Diego Corrales, all the way to Miguel Cotto, and up to the very last former or current world champ that he beat, which is who? Right there. You see it. Andre Berto. You check it. Now look at this bottom thing right here. What does it say? Has a record of 12-0 and with 3 KOs against former or current lineal titleists. You know what I'm saying? Now, dogs, what's your title about? You said Floyd hasn't beaten 23 current or former world titleists. You know what I'm saying? But look at that right there, my friend. He has a record of 24-0. You know what I'm saying? Against these guys. You know what I mean? Now look, you was talking about something. You even said something about I had to have boxing librarian validate. I mean, dogs, you can think and say what you want about me, or if what's his name, boxing librarian, he agreed with me that Floyd has fought all these 23 current or former world champions like he claims he says he has. You could say, oh, whatever you want about that, you know what I'm saying? But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Them fellas on boxing librarian, his jacket is fully auto. Them fellas know what he knows what he's talking about. He don't make videos just to be talking, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you if you want to listen, you know what I mean? And them fellas gives nothing but facts. And he does it just like you. He puts the illustration and all the words right on the screen so everybody could see. And I wish I had done this in the very first response vid I did for you. To you, but you know what I'm saying, here it go right here, and hopefully this is the last, you know what I'm saying, because I feel like we going around in circles. You check it, you saying the same old thing, which when you saying that we talking about keeping it civil, dogs, look, if I said you're lying, I mean your video's not correct. What you want me to say, that you're a truth teller? What's the opposite of a truth teller? It's somebody who's a lie teller, you dig? Now look, if your video is saying he hasn't fought in 23 current or former world titles, and look at right there where the mouse is at. He has a record. Look at all this. Has a record of 24-0 with 7 KOs against former or current world titleists. All right? A world titleist is a world champion, man. If you hold a WBO, WBA, IBF, or WBC strap, you're a world titleist. I don't care if you got it if you got it from a vacant title like how Jesse Vargas beat Saddam Ali. You're a world champion, you know what I'm saying? You're a world champion. When these fellas, let me get into this, man. Look, them fellas, Marquez, when Floyd fought Marquez, Marquez was a champ. He was a lineal champion and WBA and WBO lightweight champion. That fight they fought, it wasn't for no title. You know what I'm saying? Floyd was just coming out of retirement, and he went after the guy who was #2 on the pound-for-pound list, and that was Juan Manuel Marquez. Okay, Juan Manuel Marquez was 2 divisions lower, sure, and them fellas Floyd ain't make weight, sure, but they weren't fighting for a title, and them fellas was a current. When he fought Floyd at that time, he was a current world champion. Okay? So I don't know why you're trying to discredit the man Marquez, man. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You said something also about, oh, you show your face and maybe I don't show my face. And I'll just say like you, because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like showing my face. There's thousands of YouTube videos or uploaders on the YTBC or on the whole YouTube boxing that don't show their face. I don't have to either. You know what I mean? You check it, and then you said something about, you know, fellas like if Floyd was fighting, like fellas like Sugar Ray Leonard, Robinson, and Ezra Charles, there wasn't no force sanctioning bodies. You said if, man, that's one thing I cannot do when debating sports, whether it's NBA, NFL, boxing, whatever. We can't do no ifs, man. Hypotheticals do not work. That's fucking fantasy. That's some make-believe stuff, okay? Them fellas, Floyd, he fought in an era where there's 4 sanctioning bodies, all right? Fellas like Tommy Hearns and these guys, they fought in an era where there was 4 sanctioning bodies, okay? He fought mostly when there was 3 or 2. He started at 2, then there was 3, then there was 4, okay? And them fellas took advantage, and these held all them belts. You know what I'm saying? From WBA, welterweight, WBC, junior middleweight, WBC middleweight, WBO 168, super middleweight. So them fellas fought in the same eras like Floyd did. So did Pernell Whitaker and all these guys. So what? I'm going to say they wouldn't have, if they fought back when, would they have fought as many world champions, or as a Charles, would they have fought as many world champions as Floyd if there were 4? Nah, dogs, nah. We're not dealing with that. We're talking about now. There's no ifs in this boxing debate stuff for sports in general. You know what I'm saying? If was a spliff, we'd be all fucked up. You know what I mean? And look, it's like this. Look, like my team's the New England Patriots. You check it. That first Super Bowl, we lost to the New York Giants. If that man, what's his name, Eli Manning, ain't get out of that sack, Five New England Patriots had him. We was gonna sack him when he threw that kind of Hail Mary where he closed his eyes and threw it to David Tyree or whatever. Okay, you check it. I could say if Eli Manning didn't, if he got sacked and didn't get to throw that pass, we would have won the Super Bowl. Why would I say if? It happened. Okay, it happened. We're not dealing with hypotheticals. You know what I mean? So that's out, man. We're not even gonna get into that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Floyd fought when there's 4 sanctioning bodies, you know what I'm saying? And just till like 2007, the WBO was recognized as a 4th sanctioning body, you know what I mean? Before, all you had to get was 3 before 2007, IBF, WBC, WBA, all right? Okay, you know, you check, you was talking something about, what's his name? Yeah, I'll give you an example. Triple G is the clear-cut champion in his division, right? He got 3 belts, right? He's not undisputed. No. He's unified, okay, but he's not undisputed. So because he's not undisputed, he's not a champion, or he's not beating champions, you know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what you've been trying to say for all your videos and talking about Webster's Dictionary. Undisputed, because Floyd hasn't beaten undisputed champions, or he himself hasn't been undisputed. And I told you in so many of the previous videos, how many people been undisputed? Last time we had an undisputed guy was Jermaine Taylor. How many people been undisputed since that? That was a long time ago, man. Even your favorite fighter right now, whoever that might be, I don't know. He ain't undisputed. He might have a belt, so what? I ain't gonna call him a champ, you know what I'm saying? And another thing, man, you know, you always like to say this guy, always quote this guy named Thomas Hauser, this journalist who who's made articles. He wrote a six-day article about Al Heyman. He's talked about Floyd, illegal IVs. But you never mention about how this guy came for Muhammad Ali's neck in that one documentary. That documentary, which is it? One of them HBO, I think it was the one without about him and Frazier, The Thriller in Manila. Them fellas was making Ali look like a bully. He was talking bad about Ali, you know what I'm saying? But you never call him out for that, but you claim that Ali's your favorite fighter, you know what I'm saying? And all that stuff he was talking about Ali was false anyways. So I don't know why you're trying to say that man, Thomas Hauser, is the end-all or be-all when he comes to talking about boxing, but you picking and choosing when to give him credit, you know what I'm saying? You talk about, you know, chat from the content of my video that I probably hating on the Triple G versus Kell Brook fight, man. Who the fuck likes that fight, man? Who likes that fight? A fucking welterweight who's ducking mad welterweights trying to jump up there for a big payday against Triple G. And I'm not going to say Triple G's fighting Kell Brook, right? Ain't Kell Brook a world champ? Don't he got an IBF welterweight strap? If Triple G beats Kell Brook, then Triple G has beat another current world champion. That's how it goes. If you have a strap from one of the 4 sanctioned bodies, you're a champion. You talk about Charles Martin and Billy Joe Saunders. Did these two guys not fight or participate in a world title fight? Did Andy Lee not lose to, what's that guy, Billy Joe Saunders? Did he not lose to him? He did in a world title fight. That's how Billy Joe Saunders became a world champ. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Floyd ducking all his mandatories, guys like Lara and all that. Man, you know, you could say, hey, I wanted to see the Lara fight too, okay? Well, that has nothing to do with him being a world champ or not. Beating 23 of current or former world champions. Whether he fought Lara or Keith Thurman or not, that has nothing to do with the 23 guys you see right there. Them 23 guys you see right there in front of you. 24-0 with 7 KOs, okay? So, yeah, them fellas, Charles Martin, when he goes to the grave, and I'm not wishing him to die, or if he retires, he's going to be said he was a former world champion. Just like Tony Tucker, the guy who lost to, Tony Tucker lost to Mike Tyson for the IBF strap that he beat, what's his name for? What's that guy? Buster Douglas. Tony Tucker will go down as a one-time world champion, heavyweight world champion. You check it? Man, this is easy, dogs. This is easy work, man. I don't know why I didn't show this. Man, you know, I should have peeped your videos, how you show illustration and words and stuff. I'm about to do the same, you know what I'm saying? You talk about Algieri. Man, Algieri beat a world champion in Provodnikov. And when he fought Manny Pacquiao, I didn't want to see that fight. Okay, I didn't want to see that fight. But guess what? Manny Pacquiao took that WBO strap off of him. Okay? Nah. Sorry, that man had a WBO 140 strap. Them fellas, Manny Pacquiao fought Chris Algieri, who was a former world champion. I think he had vacated his belt by the time he fought Pacquiao, you know what I mean? So them fellas was a former world champ. When Chris Algieri retires today, he's a one-time junior welterweight champion, a WBO, you know what I'm saying? And you was talking about, man, you see, that's why I don't even know if I should be talking to you, because I don't know about your boxing knowledge, and I'm not trying to be condescending or funny. You know, you talking about, you don't know, you talking about Pacquiao, and you said you don't know if he's been undisputed or if he's ever unified. But you said, I have a sneaky feeling he has. What do you mean you have a sneaky feeling? Either he has been undisputed and unified champ or not. And if you know Manny Pacquiao, if you know boxing, he's never been undisputed, and he's never been a unified champion in any of them many divisions. You trying to give him more credit for trying to make it look like he's a greater fighter than Floyd because he fought in all these divisions. Well, he's never been a unified or undisputed in any of them in the weight classes he fought in. And I like Pacquiao, and I like Floyd. I like boxers. You know what I'm saying? I like many boxers. You check it? I'm not one of them people who say, oh, just because, oh, them two is rivals, you can't like none of them. Nah, I give them credit where it's deserved, and I'll shit on them if I have to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the Berto fight versus Floyd, but, hey, Berto was a former world champ, a two-time former world champ at that, at welterweight. And, you know, you're saying stuff like, oh, about the content of my video. Yeah, I think I've mentioned that. I'll be hating on the Triple G fight, man. Who likes that fight, man? You know, you probably saying from the content of my video, because you see my videos is on some real thorough shit, man. You know, real boxing head shit, not no hating videos or, you know, always making, you've made more Floyd. Look at my content. I don't have GGG videos or Pacquiao or Floyd videos like that. I don't talk about the usual suspects. I talk about boxing. I talk about Richard Coleman and Robert Easter fight, or Chocolatito and Quadras, or Glowacki and Usyk or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know about the content of my videos, you could see I'm on some real thorough shit, and I'm not about that giving Triple G and Kell Brook the fight props. Nah, I ain't about that. So, dogs, this is a video, man. I hope You understand? Oh yeah, about Errol Spence. Errol Spence did beat a former world champ in Chris Algieri. Yeah, and he beat him better than Pacquiao. And Errol Spence hasn't accomplished what Pacquiao did. That's why we didn't want to see it. The man Pacquiao is a ATG. Spence is not. That's my video. Peace.